And welcome back to the Northeast Florida Surf Fishing Forecast. We had a special video shot by Miss Sandy. She works on the pier. She's helping rebuild it. And as you can see from bird's eye view, the water is horrendous in Jack's Beach right now. Chocolate milk times 100, complete brown. And it goes out for a ways, guys. So like I was saying, the water is extremely filthy, to say the least. On Wednesday, with Elsa passing through the pier, has a weather station on it, and at several points throughout the afternoon, it was southeast, south, up to 35 to 40 miles an hour. Therefore, we have the dirty water. We talk about south wind all the time, and what it does, it makes it dirty, guys. It is what it is. And the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Friday, southwest 10 to 20, that's not going to clean it up. Saturday, west 10 to 15 in the morning, switching over to the southeast in the afternoon. That's probably not going to clean it up. It's just too strong. And then Sunday, southwest in the morning, 5 to 12. That's what it's showing. Switching over to the southeast again on Sunday afternoon. Looking at the extended forecast past this weekend, we do have some east wind coming. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but that looks to me when the water will be clean again. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Saturday, Sunday, we get a southeast breeze about 5 miles an hour, and that will actually help clean it up. But if not, we'll be fishing next week. And if you want to fish this weekend, just be prepared to catch sharks, catfish, and stingrays, along with some other fish you can still eat. I would check if you're going to fish. Remember, if you're going down like Heckscher, any of the other areas where there's boat ramps that you got to get to, snapper season this weekend, I think starts Friday, tomorrow. So it'll be quite hectic. There'll be boats everywhere, traffic everywhere. So if you're heading up to like Little Talbot, Huguenot, there may be quite a bit of traffic, but that's where I would look if I'm trying to find clean water. I know Huguenot, the inlet, inside the inlet is usually pretty clean, even when it's dirty or out along the beach. Little Talbot too, a lot of times when it's dirty everywhere else, Little Talbot can be good. And what can you expect to catch right now? Well, they're still whiting around. Redfish, drum, and speckled trout are definitely cruising the beaches right now. The water temperatures all the way from Flagler up to Fernandina are hovering in the 80 to 82 range. So although that's warm, it's still good for the redfish and trout, and the drum like it too. If it hits about 85, 86, guys, just looking through the old pier logs, when it hit 85, 86, better fish early in the morning, late in the afternoon. Because during the middle of the day in that heat with that hot water, those fish tend to go out a little bit deeper. Plenty of I say that. Before this Elsa came through, kingfish, tarpon, jacks, cudas, and as many sharks as you would like to catch are following the pogie pods from Ponte Vedra north. I saw a few guys took their kayaks out and all they got was sharks. I'll have to find it. Somebody was mentioning about a couple lures you can actually troll behind your kayak that the kings actually like. I have a friend, he fishes out of, I want to say Matanzas area, and he's sponsored by Rapala, and that's all he trolls for kings is Rapala lures, and he does well. So I'll try to find out what he actually uses, and I'll put it on the next video update. I also saw someone mention that this isn't really surf related, but it can be surf related in the sense of what I'm about to tell you. He was in the river fishing for trout, and he said they were hitting bait all around him. He threw everything at them. He tried live shrimp on the float, but he did not free line them. Now, what we mean by free lining is you're simply taking, and this is what I use 15-pound Momoy presentation braid, or it's fluorocarbon, 15-pound, real thin diameter, and you uni-knot it or whatever knot you like to use to your main line. No weights, no swivels, nothing, just line to line. All right, and this is what I'm using on my reels. It's 20-pound Momoy diamond braid, super thin, 6 pound diameter, cast really well. And I'm using for free lining usually Shimano Stratix, the smaller profiles like the 2500s, and then this hook. You see it, Eagle Claw wide bend, number 4, very cheap hooks. You can buy 50 of them for like $6, but they are excellent for trout. And on days like that, when you can see them hitting and they won't touch anything, guys, that's when you break out the free line. You just throw, no weights, like I said, throw that shrimp out there and let them cruise. Because when the trout are hitting on the top and you're free lining that live shrimp, guess what? That shrimp, he'll know what's going on down there because he can, they know because they'll start jumping. He'll come up to the top, so he's right in the predator strike zone. If you got like a Cajun Thunder or even a float rig, when they're hitting like that, that presentation is not the same, just not the same. And we've done that from the beach as well. When the water's clean and the fish get real picky, you just free line them. Real simple. But you need preferably a spinner, a lot easier to cast a little 1/4 ounce live shrimp. And if you can, and you're fishing in the river, I would suggest try to get the local shrimp, the East Coast shrimp, we call them, the grays. They are much hardier than the West Coast shrimp when you're free lining them, from what I've seen. And just in the last week, free lining shrimp in the river, I've hooked 3 snook, and I'm 0 for 3. The only drawback to using 15 pound fluorocarbon is 0 for 3 on snook, because I had all 3 on and all 3 cut the line because it got around their gills. But I'll keep trying. I hate to use anything heavier because the shrimp doesn't have the same action. As far as lures, if you don't want to try that, these are the Marker 54 shrimp. Can you see them? Now this one's the glide shrimp. So if you see where the hook is, it's at the front of the shrimp. So when you're jigging it, the shrimp's coming straight at you, okay? That one works, but this is the one that I prefer. See it? Hooks backwards. It's called the jerk shrimp. It mimics how a shrimp actually acts in the water trying to get away from predators. So you let it sink and twitch it 2 or 3 times up, and it looks like the shrimp's kicking backwards. All right? And the good thing about these, they're scented with Pro Cure. Now I would still pick up a bottle because after using them, you want to add some more flavor. If you don't know what Pro Cure is, it's just helps your artificial baits actually smell like a real bait. And another shrimp besides the Voodoo and the Marker that we've been using, Savage shrimp. They work real well. They're pretty similar to the Voodoo shrimp in the fact that the hooks are facing forward, so it looks like the shrimp's just swimming up. But all of those work, but I've really liked using this Marker 54 jerk shrimp. Rick's has them, Rick's Bait and Tackle. They're the only one in town that has them as far as I know. And if you can't get by there, you can go on their website. $5.99 at Rick's. And the good thing about it, they're not marking them up much. They're $5.99 on the website as well. So good price, good shrimp. I suggest you buy several packs because I took about 4 or 5 of them out, and by the end of the day, after quite a few trout, they absolutely destroyed the lures. But who knows, I went through 5 or 6 dozen live shrimp, and that cost even more. So that's all I got, guys. I hope you catch some fish this weekend. If you're going snapper fishing, catch a big snapper. Send me the pics, we'll put them on there. Next week, we will have some peer reports from down south as well. So we're working on that. Elsa sort of threw a wrench in this whole week of doing things. So hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe and tight lines.